A bug who seeks to stand against me. How interesting.
Welcome. This is Top Tier Tips. Greetings everyone, this is Force Nature Top Tier Tips, and I welcome you to your prime spot for tips and tricks to help you level up at Dead or Alive 6. In this session, we're going to be looking at the terror from the Mugen Tenshin village, Raidou. Let's look at Raidou's rap sheet. Alright, he raped Kasumi and Hayate's mom Ayami, and became the father to poor unfortunate Ayane. Alright, he is a move thief. He tried to terrorize what am I talking about? He did terrorize the Mugen Tenshin village, trying to steal their Torn Sky Blast technique, and during that process slapped the shit out of Hayate and ended up injured him gravely, pissing off Kasumi, who went to go kill him in the first DOA tournament. But then missed for some reason, felt the need to have to revive him, so here we are. I'll just say straight up, Raidou is hard, like really hard. I mean, if you're not prepared to deal with wrist crunching pain, then Raidou's gonna be giving you a hell of a time. And also, he could be a little slow. Like, his movement is kind of basically, if movement was stubby, Raidou has stubby movement. But other than those things, though, I mean, like, Raidou is pretty much the heaviest character in the class as a heavyweight, and he also just can do like a terrorizing amount of damage, and he also has a friggin' projectile. Anyways, once you're done Raidou's command training, and combo challenge, then you're ready to bop fools online on your path towards world domination. I mean, seriously, if you're able to navigate the absolute slog that is Raidou's combo challenge, and you are pretty much ready to swag with them. Alright, this move right here, this is Raidou's 623P. I mean, it is reminiscent of a Shoryuken from Street Fighter, or a Electric Wind God Fist from Tekken. I mean, the input's even similar to the EWGF. I mean, this move is just going to be like a massive headache for you to be able to get down. Anyways, I mean, in fact, actually, let's just look at it as parts of his combo challenge. Alright, we're just on Raidou's combo challenge page right now. I'll just let you know that if you are planning to play Raidou, that you're going to spend quite a bit of time training your execution even before learning any like fundamental or neutral things with them. So just with the combo challenge, the first few ones, like this one right here, just his quarter circle P, his new 1P, 2P, which is actually a very sneaky double track and low, his 1P plus K projectile move. Like the first few ones are just letting you know some moves, but this one here, number 4, is his key move, the 623 just frame Shoryuken input or Raidou's own EWGF. So with this combo challenge lesson right here, you can use it just to practice. Like anything from here, these ones are actually like pretty easy, but anything from 9 onwards will kind of mess you up. See, right here is his right here is that really, well, here's the really complex launcher throw, the underworld drop, and this one here is that pretty challenging slow offensive hold with them. I'll just let you know that first input you see right there, it is not a half circle input. What it is forward and diagonal back. Then it's like from the 1 position or the diagonal back, it's like a full circle forward, then ends on back T. So it's a really weird input, which is you generally don't really find like that common in like 3D fighters or anything like that. And this right here is for combo challenge 11. This right now is the easiest combo challenge that involves a 623 electric move. So you could use that one for practice. But generally anything from about like around like combo challenge 14 onwards is like really gonna like mess you up. But I'll just end up showing you. Alright, I'll show you this one first as an example. Alright, this combo challenge number 16 doesn't include the electric, but it does have that really obnoxious input for the throw, the forward quarter circle diagonal back, then all the way around forward, then ending on back throw. So I mean, it's just a really awkward input for an air throw, and you actually input it like really quickly. Like, this is what this combo challenge looks like when it's completed. For the last combo challenge, you have to input the air throw like really quickly. Like, basically, you essentially have to do your launcher, then go straight into the air throw input like right away, almost like a seamless like motion. So you have to basically just do it as one, or what will usually happen is that the throw will whiff, because the throw can. See, it ends up going pretty high, so it can miss pretty easy on the target. I mean, it's a pretty obnoxiously hard throw, but it does grant you a lot of additional damage in juggles, and is pretty recommended. Although, just going on to this combo challenge here, 18, this one I feel is probably one of the better ones for practicing your electric in combos, because because with this combo has launcher, electric, then bound setup, which I find is pretty cool. The key to this combo challenge 18 is after the launchers, just getting the electric and the bound move is basically just one. Like, the timing's not as strict with the air throw, so if you finding the timing for the air throw like really tough, then you can try to do this after the 8K launcher for a bound setup into a break flow. So, but this is what it looks like when it's completed properly. With Raidou's underworld drop, I mean, it starts off essentially like a launcher throw akin to like Hayabusa's launcher throw, or like Hayate's launcher throw, which can have throw follow-ups. Like Kasumi's is just like a straightforward launcher throw, doesn't have any follow-ups. With Raidou, I do generally recommend just simply going for the full thing. What you'll see right here, so it's quarter circle forward, then you have to basically do a 4-6T. So what you can do is just do quarter circle forward, 4-6T. See, it's not really too tough of an input. I mean, I don't find it any harder than like just simply doing like a half circle forward kind of input. But then after that, you have to immediately go quarter circle back, or a 2-1-4T. Then you have to do a half circle like all the way around, and then 2 full circles. You may notice on the second input that the half circle forward on the second part of the T completely loops into the 2 full circles in the third one. So once you get past the quarter circle back, then you can just keep doing full circles counterclockwise to the left. Here, this is basically what the throw looks like. For that last combo challenge, I'll just give you a little tip what you do. Or I'll just let you know right now that I'm playing on pad, specifically a PS4 pad. And what I do is I input the quarter circle forward 4-6T. I input that with the D-pad. Then I do the quarter circle back with also with the D-pad. But for basically the half circle to the counterclockwise upwards, I use the left thumbstick to do that. And while you do that with the left thumbstick, then you can just do 2 full circles. You can just do 2 full circles counterclockwise to finish the throw. Because I find with the D-pad, doing the 2 full circles can be pretty difficult. So that's another thing you can do is find out what's more comfortable for you, either using the D-pad or the thumbsticks. And now onto this combo challenge 15. I'll just let you know that this one is arguably the biggest pain in the ass out of all of them, and like I said, basically all of the combo challenges from about like 9 or 10, 11ish onwards are just like massive pain in the ass. But this one I found it to be the biggest pain in the ass. You both have to use his offensive hold, where the first part of the throw input is the same input as his air throw, the forward, quarter circle forward, then back T. Then you got to do 2 quarter circle forward T's, and you have to be somewhat smooth with the input of the 2 quarter circle T's. I mean, like I'll just admit right now, for this throw, I usually use it also with the left thumbstick, so I find I can do it a bit more smoothly. Then you gotta do 2 fast quarter circle forwards. But for this part, getting the electric can be pretty tough, because now, because of the way how the pterodactyl or the Terran danger zone operates, it ends up reversing your controls, and then you have to end up doing the electric from the other side. And I find it to be like I just find it in general to be like pretty tough. For the second part of this offensive hold input, you have to get in the 2 quarter circle forwards within the combo hold. See the combo hold there? You have to get it in, or the opponent will just fall. There's actually 2 inputs. You can just simply go for a... You could just press the T button and you can get decent damage. But if you do want to get the blast back move, then you need to do the 2 quarter circles like fairly smoothly. Then just press the T, and then press the T button right also, at the end. Anyways, though, I mean, even with these combo challenges, even if you kind of like mess up parts of it, I mean, you could still use it just to almost come up with like some custom combos and stuff like this. Like, here's just a few little like mini runs I've had with this, ending off with how it looks when it's done correctly. Those are just the combo challenges I'll show for now. I'll just let you know right now that... Well, really, a lot of these can basically drive you nuts, but I find the ones that are going to drive you particularly nuts will be this one, number 14 on the throwdown stage, where you have to do the double electrics. You basically have no choice but to be able to just perform 2 electrics quickly and accurately in order to do the combo. Then you can finish with the 7K, which does connect pretty easily. But of course, the difficulty in this is just testing your consistency with the electrics. 15 is just like I just showed you, is just the pain in the ass completely, having to perform the electric from from the left side, especially. That's probably most likely going to be your weaker side. 16 is the best one I find for practicing the air throw, even though 13 is also pretty good. 17 is not really that difficult. It's also just tests how well you can just practice the air throw is the only really challenge with it, because the launcher throw in itself is not really hard. For 18, it's just practicing the electric into the bound. 19, like 13, is another huge pain in the ass, or not 13 and 14, where it's basically just testing how well you can just do the double electric this time. So this one I find to be around the similar difficulty to 14. And 20 right here is the main challenge with this one, is that you have to use both an electric in the combo, and then you need to finish off the second part of the combo after the break blow cancel with the air throw. So basically, to get down combo challenge number 20, which I ended up just showing you a little earlier during my intro. For this one, well, you see right here, it has the electric into the bound. After the break below cancel, it's just simply the quarter circle back P into the air throw. I find for launching into the air throw, either using quarter circle back P or 8K are both good, because both of them launch decently high enough, and they neither of them wall slam. So either launcher that you prefer between quarter circle back P and 8K is alright. I think 8K does like literally like maybe 1 or 2 damage more, but either one that you feel comfortable doing is fine. But either way, after the launcher, you usually have to go for the air throw almost as like one smooth motion. Before you engage in battles with like live opponents, like both online or offline with Raidou, I highly recommend just popping into the training mode before your session and just simply warm up with him. I mean, I recommend this obviously with like any character, but with Raidou it's particularly important because you don't want to be like dropping your combos in the middle of matches. A move that I highly recommend that you warm up with Raidou, you can probably guess what it is, his 623P, also known as his Thunder God Fist, EWGF, whatever you want to call it. So what you could try doing is inputting it as 633P or 6236P. Alright, this is assuming you're playing on a PS4 pad, so again, that's forward P, or forward quarter circle P. I mean, you can try both and just see like what works out for you, but you still have to input it like fairly quickly to get the desired result. What you want to do is just do it until you can kind of do it like fairly consistently like that. I'm going to post a link to a video down below that can help you a bit more with the 623P with the electric, so it can give you another like perspective on different ways to try and perform it, because I know it's a pretty challenging move to do consistently. Because I do recommend trying to see if you can do it minimum of at least like 2 times in a row, and preferably on a whim too. But anyways, that's it for this section of the guide. I just want to focus mostly on the execution related things, because in the second part of the guide I don't want to get hung up on execution related things too much, because I'm going to be focusing on like Raidou's neutral and basically just evaluating his tools and things of that nature. Anyways, if you have any further questions, feel free to contact me on my YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, so that means leaving a comment down below. You can also contact Force Nature on freestepdodge.com, and if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to join Top Tier Fighters. Support does help. But anyways, this is Force Nature sign off. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Top Tier Tips.